Fuzzy Dice fans and folks, it's Darren here, and we're up here at the local car auction. As you see behind me there is a nice fresh load of vehicles getting ready to go into the auction. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go have a look around. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a Honda S2000 coming in here soon. Look at that, very nice. Alright, looky here folks, a 1999 Jeep Cherokee Sport, 186,000 miles on it. Got a nice little metal grill up here up front. Having a brain fart, can't think of what it's called, but anyway, there it is. It's got some LEDs, some oversized tires. Roof rack from the factory looks like. Let's go see if it's any good. Walk all the way around it first, check for body damage. If it's got massive dents in it or rust. Got a really nice looking tow bar there, the back of it. It is a 4x4, that's why I'm looking at it. If this is a two-wheel drive, I wouldn't look at it, because every customer that inquires about they're going to ask. Yeah, so here we are, looking inside of it. Headliner is good, which on these, notorious for coming down. Someone's got an aftermarket head unit in it. Console armrest looks to be in good shape. The key left in the ignition buzzer certainly does work. Back seat is in good condition. The only thing left to do is to get in here, and we're going to see if she cranks up. Wow. We got the check engine light is on. Nope. Yes. Turn the radio down. Got some gas in it. Everything appears to be in order. Got a nice little remote control here. I wonder if we got any books and manuals. It looks like the books, or I should say the owner's manual is in there. So it might be hard for me to drive while trying to hold this silly phone. I need to get one of those head-mounted GoPros so I can do this easier. So, let me go ahead and back this out of here, take it around, and see how well this thing drives. All right, folks, here we are. We're actually driving this thing around, and I'm about to get killed by other people driving vehicles around. But I got the AC cranked up on it just to see if it would work, and yeah, oddly enough, the AC actually does work. Which that's actually huge, especially in a 1999. So this vehicle's over 20 years old, and it's running and driving just fine. There's a check engine light on, which, you know, that could mean anything. If you're driving down the road and the motor's not cutting out on you, surging or doing anything weird, the transmission is shifting all right, and it's not overheating, a lot of times that check engine light could be something very, very small. And as you can see, we are driving around without issue. I need to take it back over there in a little drive track area to see if in fact the transmission does shift. Okay, you can't go too awfully fast in here, but if you're real careful, or I should say, if you're not careful, you might be able to shift this thing up into third, which would be very helpful. Okay, hopefully that van won't kill us. They saw us, which is nice. Okay, we're gonna go over here to this little test area again, give it a little bit more gas, because I do want to make sure that we have some of our higher gears. I'm Okay, obviously by this time we should be in second. And that was probably definitely third because we were doing 40. So I think this seems to check out. These are very popular right now. Not the Grand Cherokees, but the regular Cherokee Sports. These are very popular right now. And I might wind up having to place a bid on this. We are still top heavy inventory wise, and we need to get some stuff sold. With that being said, these seem to sell very, very quickly. You get this for a good price, you can sell it very quick, make a little bit of money on it, and we definitely need to get something sold and sold fast. So let's go ahead and move on to the next car. Well, I like this one too. A 2010 Infiniti G37S. Yes, that is a power hardtop that you see on it. Nice color, kind of like a Merlot, I guess you want to call it. Let's go ahead and take a quick look around. I may not drive this one, folks. Our weather is getting a little questionable here, and there's one out in the back lot that I've got to video regardless of what happens. So we're gonna look at this one really quick. Probably won't have time to start it. I would love to, but I think we may have some rain here at any moment. I may come back to this if the weather holds out. But it certainly is a beautiful car. Go ahead and get another quick look at it. Okay, what the heck? We got a few minutes. Let me at least go and open the driver's side door. The biggest thing on these things, as with any convertible, is does the top work? If the top does not work properly, I would have no use for it. These Infinitis are known to have, their seats are always tore up. This is a little bit of where the dye has wore off, but it's not a cut, it's not a scratch or anything. Just some of the color has faded out of the dye, out of the leather. But the seats look good, the interior looks overall good. Some wear and tear on the steering wheel, it's normal, it's 10 years old. A little bit of wear here as well. Got a little bit of a hail ding right here on the top. But moving on. Well, some people said I need to show more enthusiasm on my channel for what I do. Sometimes I may come off a little monotone or something like that. And a lot of times, you know, some of the cars, they're just not super exciting. You know, it's like it's a car that you buy and you sell, you make profit on it. However, that changes everything. Now you're gonna see Darren super crazy, stupid, excited. Yes, folks, 2019 Mustang Bullitt, 2,700 miles. Here it is, in all of its radiant glory. Fan-freaking-tastic, folks. This is why you get into the car business, so you can play with toys like this. With 2019 Mustang Bullitts, this is amazing. This is why I wanted to come back here before the rain set in. Now the sun's coming out, so you don't know what's going to happen here. But anyway, yeah, 2019 Bullitt Mustang. And it is just freaking gorgeous. And yes, I'm going to drive it. 2007 and 17,000. I'll get it here in a second. 2,717 miles. This is fantastic. Let's go ahead. E17. Let's get in here. Wow. Give everybody a good look around here. let the car just speak for itself. Of course, it's perfect because it's brand new. Oh my gosh, whoever drove it over here they were not very tall. Now this is of course a manual. Oh, here is the plaque on the dash. There we go. Now this is going to be very difficult for me to drive and video, but I tell you what I will do. All 5 of my followers need to hear what this sounds like. You got to pardon me, folks. There's a paper floor mat in here, and it's wanting to fight me. So I'm gonna get my feet positioned so that I don't destroy this beautiful, fantastic car. Oh my gosh, yes. Folks wanted to see Darren happy and excited. Well, okay, drop the windows so we can hear it. Give it a little bit of juice here. Okay folks, I'm about to do a quick drive. It says 27 miles to empty. They didn't put too much gas in this, and I don't blame them because of, well, people like me who are gonna drive this and they're gonna enjoy themselves. So I will be back here in just a moment to give you my impressions. If this car was an automatic, I would definitely take you guys along for the ride, but the best I can do is this right here. Hopefully you can hear that. So, I'll be back in just a moment. Well, how about a baby powder blue Jeep? It says that it's a 1920. Obviously, it's not a 1920. That's obviously a misprint. It might be 1970 or 1980, but it says it got 6,000 miles on it, so it's probably 206,000 miles or 106,000 miles at the least. But yeah, it's definitely not a 1920. You know, here's the interior of it. But looking at this, man, this might be a 1970 Jeep. If you were going to restore this, at least there wouldn't be a whole lot to restore, because there's just not much going on there. Got some little tiny rubber mats in the floorboard. It looks like I see the drain plug is missing. The driver's side floorboard. There's also one little rust hole, which, heck, you could probably fill that up with some epoxy, forget about it, and go on. So, let me go ahead, close the door here. We'll walk around it. Old rough and ready here. I'm sure it would probably go darn near anywhere. Looks like a pretty new paint job on there. You don't know if we're trying to hide a lot of rust. Now, this here, they got some diamond plate on the side. Makes you wonder, now, is that for looks, or is that hiding a big, massive rust hole? I'm gonna put my money on huge rust hole. I mean, it's a clever fix. Doesn't hurt the look of the Jeep any. Somebody wanted a little toy, this would be it, I guess. If you're wanting something that's rough and rugged, this is certainly it. Good for going out in the woods, good hunting vehicle. Moving on. 2003 SL 500, 46,000 miles on it. And I believe that we have already done a previous video on this car. I could be mistaken, but it's the same color, I believe it's the same year and mileage. So with that being said, this is probably the same one, and I believe this is the one that I got into and that power top did not work. And that is a huge no if you are a used car dealer. A convertible top, especially a power hard top on a Mercedes that does not function properly, you're talking around $1,500, and that's just to get somebody, I think, to fuss with it. So man, as much as I love this, I think it's the same one, and that top is not operational. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to find something else to look at. Yes, that's right, folks. I'm sitting in a 2007 Jaguar. I think it's an XF. It is supercharged. It's got 169,000 miles on it. Look at those floor mats, folks. All leather interior. Of course, it's a Jaguar. Wood interior. Wood grain, I should say. Got kind of an audience out here. Bunch of vapors. But they should be looking at a Acura MDX. We got some tint coming off the window here. I'd probably just take the tint off. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drive this. If I can get our fan base to clear out back behind us. So let's see. I'll put this in reverse here. Maybe the wow, that shifter, typical Jag shifter. It's really cool. It's showing us that there's nothing behind us. Parking aid alert, which is cool. All right, now this is automatic, so I'm gonna do my best to let's take this for a spin here. Two-door coupe. I was gonna get a video of the outside of it, but I had an audience with me. Hopefully I don't crash the car trying to back and drive at the same time. This is not an exact science. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yes, the seatbelt thing works. All right, you're gonna go along with me on the ride here. Hopefully I won't wreck it. I think the Bullitt Mustang has got an audience over there, which I can't blame them, because I definitely went over there and messed with it. And oh wow, we got a guy up here from the auction, and he's gonna stop me from having any actual fun here. I waved at him, like, no, hey man, no hard feelings. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and do another turn here, because I really want to. Well, one thing you got to do is you got to see if it's going to shift to the gears. If all you got is first gear, you're in bad shape, especially in a Jag. These things are notorious, you know, for being problematic, and they're also notorious for any service on them is super expensive. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna try this again, because I really would like to, as I said, give it the beans. Okay, now we got a second guy. Okay, this is getting ridiculous now. I just want to see if it's gonna shift, folks. Okay, now it's got pretty good brakes, which is good. I really shouldn't have to do this a third time, but once again, I was really hoping to, you know what, let's just give it some juice down here. Okay, I hear a little bit of a squealing. I guess it might be a belt. Okay, I don't have there's no check engine light on. There's like a headlight warning or something like that, but you know, nothing crazy. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this back if I can figure out where it is I got it. Let's see. If I see a black Ram pickup, I'll know I'm in the right spot. And so far, I don't see one, unless someone's driving it. Let's see, do we have a Ram up here? Ah, here we go. Now, I know, there's the Ram, that it's somewhere around up here. Aha, right behind the MDX. That's where my fan base was located earlier. Okay, don't smack it. Yeah, okay, look at this here, folks. It's a supercharged Jag. It is the R. And yeah, I know that my video shut off once again. As soon as the phone rings, it shuts off your video. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this. Just to push it down here. All right, back away so you can look at it. 07 XK series. That is a beautiful car. Let's go ahead and walk around the whole car here so everyone can see. XKR. There we go. Man, look at those factory wide fender flares on those big wide tires. Be a great little, what do they call it over in the UK? A Grand Touring Saloon, I think it's called. Or a coupe. I don't know, we'll have to consult with Jeremy Clarkston to see how to pronounce all this stuff correctly. So anyway, there we go, folks. 2007 Jaguar. It is a beautiful car. And let's go ahead and see if we can find something else. Well, folks, to give you an idea how big this truck is, how high it's jacked up, that is a Infiniti QX56 sitting next to it. This thing is huge. I don't know what year it is or anything else about it. Let's see. It is a 2012 F-150 with 190 on it. And yeah, just to state the obvious, that's a big truck. If you want to have some really cheap fun this spring and summer, folks, you can't beat a Miata. Little 2000 model, 152 on it, glass rear window, British Racing Green, and super strong winds. It's a little manual, cloth interior. Looks like a base model. These things run forever. The paint's seen better days. Some of the clear is off, got some rock chips on it. But you know what though? Man, just get it, buy it for a really cheap price. Just drive it and have a good time. Super fun cars, folks. I've owned two of them, and they are a hoot, a blast. Moving on to the next. Audi, folks. Yep. Oh, shoot, they got me. No, anyway, yeah, pardon the terrible joke, but I make no apologies for it. We have an A4 and an A6, 2017, 2016, I think. It was an A4 when it was an A6. I think I just said that. But this one over here is a Quattro, and I believe it's also a supercharged one with 34,000 miles. It is a 2017. It is an A6. The red one is an A4. So, anytime I hear Quattro and supercharged, you've definitely got my attention. The wind is terrible here today. Of course, then again, it is March, so that's kind of what we can expect. Go ahead and back up so we can see. Great looking car. 34,000 miles on it. Yeah, look at that interior. Man, I kind of dig that brown. Look at that. Let's take a look at the back seat, if it's unlocked, and it is. It's a little overcast right now, so we actually have some pretty good video and conditions. No glare or anything. So how this works is I am going to drive this car if I can find out how to start it. Let's see here. If we can turn the volume down so YouTube doesn't get me, I will do that. There we go. I figured that out quickly. Look how clever Darren is. Manuals are in the box, the glove box. The AC is ACing. I do not see any warning lights of any kind. Now, this is a 2017 A6, so it's got every gadget, I guess, known to man. Blind spot, lane change, all that stuff, everything. Of course, you saw this thing flip up by itself when the car was started. Let's see, do we have any gas? Yeah, we got enough gas to take it for a spin here in the parking lot. So, let's go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna stop this just for a moment to put on my seatbelt, and then I'll take you guys along for the ride. Okay, folks, driving like this is not dangerous at all. Now, luckily, folks, before you call the police on me and the FBI and everything, this is a parking lot at the auction. This is private property, and yes, I can be here because I'm a registered dealer, and we are allowed to do really stupid things like this here. And I already see that the heated seats are going, which is not necessary at all. I have a heads-up display. If I wasn't driving and videoing at the same time, I would definitely get these heated seats turned off, because even though they are fantastic and we all love them when it's freezing outside, it is not freezing outside right now. So let's go ahead. Man, this is a smooth riding car, just like you would expect from a Audi A6. I hate the fact this water is here. It's going to mess up our fun. Let's give it some juice here. Yeah, hopefully the brakes work. Well, folks, that was about 50. And unlike the van I drove earlier, which I did not film, it does have brakes, thank goodness. If it didn't, that might have been my last video. Maybe I'd finally have some worthwhile content if you saw me launch this Audi through a fence and a bunch of bricks. Oh, he went out in a blaze of glory. A blaze of glory. All right, we're gonna pull off to the side here. Let this person go by. I don't have a license to speak yet. I'm studying for the test. All right. I would love to keep driving this car, but man, it's getting late. And I didn't have any plans to drive this. I didn't realize what it was. I didn't know it was a supercharged all-wheel drive A6 with no miles on it. Why would somebody get rid of this car so quickly? So this car has presented no issues to me at all. We're gonna go ahead and get it parked back down here. All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording here for a second so I can get this parked. See if we can run over this guy. Oh yeah, okay. Whoop. Okay. Well, okay, folks, I guess we've had all the fun that we can have for one day. It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening. Still got some daylight, which is great. Got a Tundra here behind me. Not a Tundra, a Tacoma. I'll get it right here in a minute, folks. So anyway, with all that being said, had a great time here today. I love that Bullitt Mustang. I'll probably have dreams about Bullitt Mustangs tonight, especially having the chance to drive it. So folks, if you see anything that you like here, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and remember, all of our vehicles we have on our Facebook. They are for sale. Most of the ones that we show on Instagram are for sale. Some of them aren't. Some of them are cars that we just see out in the open. But if you see anything here that you like, feel free to subscribe. Give us a comment. If you think that we're fat, ugly, dumb, and stupid, please tell us that we're fat, ugly, dumb, and stupid. But with that being said, it's better cars, best prices. It's fuzzy dice or no dice.